Imagine for a moment that everything in your life begins to flow effortlessly. The right people show up at just the right time. Opportunities come your way without struggle. Your body feels light, your mind is clear, and your heart is at peace. What if I told you this isn't some fantasy or random chance, but the direct result of your vibration? Everything in the universe vibrates. You vibrate. Your thoughts, emotions, words, and actions all emit a specific frequency. This frequency is like an invisible language that the universe understands and responds to. That's why you attract what you put out. But here's something most people don't understand. It's not enough to raise your vibration just for a moment. True transformation happens when you maintain that higher vibration permanently, without depending on outside circumstances, without letting the ups and downs drain your energy and disconnect you from your true power. That's the key message of this video. We'll show you why keeping a high vibration isn't just possible, but essential if you want to awaken your consciousness, manifest clearly, and live from your authentic spiritual center. You'll see that raising your vibration doesn't mean staying positive all the time or forcing fake happiness. It's not about avoiding dark times, it's about maintaining an inner frequency of truth, coherence, and presence, even in the middle of chaos. This video will be your guide. We'll dive into the ancient roots of vibration in spiritual traditions. You'll discover how vibration works in your physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. We'll uncover what blocks your frequency and how to overcome it. And finally, you'll learn practices and choices that can keep you in a state of elevated energy that never fades. Get ready to remember that you are more than just your body, your personal story, or your fleeting emotions. You are vibration in motion, and today, you'll learn how to raise and sustain it like an energy master. Are you ready to step over that threshold? The idea that everything in the universe vibrates isn't new or modern. It's an ancient truth shared by the wisest civilizations throughout history. From the Hermetic teachings of ancient Egypt to the Yoga Sutras of India, the principle of vibration has always been seen as a universal law. The Kybalion, an ancient esoteric text, states in its second great law, "Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates." This simple yet profound statement reveals an important truth. Vibration is the universe's heartbeat. Everything that exists, matter, thought, emotion, soul, vibrates at its own frequency. This frequency not only defines its nature, but also determines what it connects with. In Vedic tradition, this is called spanda, or sacred vibration. In this view, divine consciousness, whether Shiva or Brahman, isn't static but an eternal dance of vibrant energy pulsing through all life. The universe isn't a dead machine, it's a living symphony, and each human is like a unique note in that song. Native American shamans understood the same truth. To them, everything alive, a stone, a river, an eagle, or a person, has its own inner melody. When someone is sick, they lose their melody. When they heal, they align with the Great Spirit's vibration. These teachings have been passed down in secret over time, preserved through rituals hidden from a world obsessed with what's tangible. But the esoteric never disappeared. It simply became subtler. Today, quantum physics is starting to confirm what ancient sages knew. Matter isn't solid. Everything is made of moving particles, and vibration is the foundation of reality. So, what does this mean for you? It means you aren't a static being. You're not your past, your thoughts, or your emotions. You are a frequency in constant motion, and that frequency can be adjusted. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to bring peace the moment they enter a room? Or how others feel heavy without saying a word? That's vibration. It can't be faked or forced, but it can be elevated. Here lies the great spiritual challenge. Most people fluctuate, riding the emotional highs and lows, controlled by external factors. But the great masters of the past taught that you can anchor a higher vibration and make it a permanent part of who you are. How? Not through a quick fix or a passing positive thought, but through a deep inner transformation where your soul becomes the guiding force and your mind, body, and emotions follow it. This knowledge changes everything because once you understand your vibration, you understand your life. And when you raise your frequency, you don't just change your experiences, you shift the reality around you. To elevate your vibration permanently, you first need to understand exactly what it is and how it's created. It's not some abstract or impractical idea. Vibration is the sum of everything you are right now, your thoughts, emotions, words, actions, habits, and most importantly, your intentions. Imagine you're a radio station. Every thought, emotion, and word tunes you into a specific frequency. Some frequencies are calm, pure, and elevated. Others are chaotic, heavy, or disordered. What matters isn't just raising your vibration briefly, but learning to keep your highest frequency as your new baseline. So, what makes up that frequency? First, it's your thoughts and how you perceive reality. Two people can go through the same event and react in completely different ways. One might panic, get angry, or feel hopeless. The other might stay calm, observe the situation, and act with clarity. Which one has the higher vibration? The key isn't thinking itself, it's how you think. If your mind is constantly full of judgment, fear, criticism, or comparisons, you're stuck in a low vibration, even if you meditate or try to feel better. Your vibration rises when your thoughts align with your awareness, when you stop reacting automatically and instead choose how to view the world. Next, sustained emotion is important. It's not about pushing emotions away, it's about not letting them define you all the time. You can feel sadness, anger, or anxiety. They are natural emotions. But if they become your default state, your vibration stays low. Gratitude, for example, has a much higher frequency than resentment or guilt. You can train yourself to feel higher emotions even during tough times. What really matters is the emotion you stay with over time, not the fleeting ones. That's what shows the universe your true vibration. Third, your relationship with the present moment is crucial. The present is the gateway to your highest vibration. When you're fully in the now, without resistance, expectation, or judgment, your energy comes into alignment. The present is the only place you can experience real peace, wholeness, and connection with your true self. People stuck in the past, dwelling on past hurts, or focused on a fearful future vibrate at unstable frequencies. Their energy becomes scattered and polluted. Living in the present is not just a spiritual practice. It's a key to keeping your energy clear. Fourth, internal coherence is essential. This is one of the strongest pillars of a high, lasting vibration: coherence. When your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions are in harmony, your energy becomes solid, bright, and magnetic. If there's a disconnect, your vibration will weaken. You can say, "I am light," but still live in fear. You can claim to believe in love, but act out of guilt or manipulation. The universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to who you really are. Here's an important truth: your vibration won't just rise because of affirmations or shallow rituals. It rises when you choose to be someone who vibrates higher. At first, raising your vibration may seem easy. You meditate, affirm, connect with nature, practice gratitude, and feel better. But the real challenge is maintaining that higher frequency in a world that pulls you into lower vibrations. This brings us to the heart of spiritual awakening: mastering conscious vibration. The universe is a mirror, not a passive one, but a dynamic reflection of your inner state, and it tests you. Just when you start to vibrate higher, situations, people, or thoughts may try to pull you back down. It's not punishment, it's training. Have you ever noticed that after a moment of clarity, an emotional challenge can suddenly arise? That's because your elevated energy brings up hidden issues. What was unresolved now surfaces, and you have a choice. Fall back into old habits or stay at your higher vibration. The first obstacle is energetic relapse. This isn't failure, it's your system reorganizing itself. Imagine tuning an instrument. At first, it may sound off, but with patience, presence, and care, it begins to harmonize. So do you. Another challenge is the collective mental noise. We live in a culture that thrives on fear, urgency, comparison, and devaluation. To vibrate high in such a world takes a quiet rebellion. Don't expect approval or understanding. People may misjudge or ignore you, but in that silence, your power grows. When you no longer need others to understand you, you become free. There's also the trap of spiritual ego, confusing a high vibration with superiority or feeling more evolved. Seeking validation through comparison is actually a drop in vibration. The soul doesn't compete, it simply vibrates. The higher your state, the more humility, compassion, and quiet strength you embody. Keeping a high vibration doesn't mean avoiding human emotions. It means not being controlled by them. You can feel sadness without becoming consumed by it. You can face fear without losing your power. You can acknowledge your shadow without letting it darken your light. This is where conscious self-observation becomes crucial, not to judge yourself, but to realign. Ask yourself, does this thought lift me up or bring me down? Does this emotion connect me with others or isolate me? Does this action honor my truth or my fear? The goal isn't perfection, it's being honest with your vibration. Be true to yourself in each moment, even if it's uncomfortable, because that truth, held with love, naturally raises your vibration. Not through what you do, but through who you choose to be. And finally, the most powerful ingredient, surrender. When you stop fighting, forcing, or trying to control everything, your energy opens. High vibration isn't something you achieve, it's something you allow. It arises when you align with life's flow, trust the unseen, and know you are supported by a higher order. Raising your vibration is an act of faith. Keeping it there is an act of mastery. Raising your vibration isn't something that happens just once or every now and then. It's a daily practice, a lifestyle that you choose with every thought, word, and action. True spirituality isn't measured by how many books you've read or rituals you know, but by how consciously you live each day. Here are 7 practices that, if you commit to them, can deeply transform your energy and help you maintain a higher vibration long term. 1. Wake up with intention. Don't start your day reacting to everything around you. Before checking your phone or thinking about your to-do list, take a moment to connect with yourself. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, what energy do I want to carry today? This sets the tone for your vibration right from the start. So no matter what happens outside, you've already decided how to feel within. 2. Be mindful of what you consume, in more ways than just food. Everything you take in affects your vibration. It's not about being perfect, but about being aware. Pay attention to how certain foods, songs, conversations, news, or social media make you feel. Do they lift you up or drain you? High vibration means aligning with things that nourish you, not things that bring you down. Surround yourself with people, environments, and information that feed your energy. 3. Embrace silence and conscious breathing. In the middle of daily chaos, take a few moments to pause and breathe. 5 minutes of silence can elevate your vibration more than hours of rushing around. Your breath connects your physical self with your deeper, subtle energy. Breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly, and return to the present moment. That's where your purest vibration is. 4. Speak truth from your heart. Words carry vibration. Every time you speak, you're creating energy. Avoid complaining, judging, or criticizing, not because they're wrong, but because they lower your frequency. Instead, speak with kindness, truth, and authenticity. Let your words be full of love, clarity, and purpose. 5. Move with intention. Your body needs movement for energy to flow. Dancing, walking mindfully, doing yoga, or even stretching in the morning can help unlock your energy. Physical stillness leads to emotional stagnation. Movement is your energetic medicine. 6. Practice gratitude without a reason. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can experience. You don't need to wait for big accomplishments to feel grateful. Appreciate the small things, the air you breathe, the light of the day, the path you're on. Gratitude shifts your energy and opens you to true abundance, which isn't about having more, but about seeing and appreciating what you already have. 7. Rest deeply. Sleep isn't just for physical recovery, it's for vibrational recalibration. Your body needs rest to process the energies you've experienced. Respect your sleep cycles, create calming bedtime rituals, and disconnect from screens or anything negative before bed. This ensures you wake up with fresh, clean energy. Remember, raising your vibration isn't a goal, it's a continuous practice. You don't have to do it perfectly, just do it with presence. A daily choice, a moment of silence, or an intentional action can help you stay connected to your center. At every moment, you have the power to choose between getting caught up in the noise of the world or rising to the peaceful power of your soul. You've reached this point for a reason. Your soul has guided you here because it's ready to remember something important. You are not a victim of the energy around you. You are the creator of the energy you put out. In a world that constantly tries to distract, lower, and detach you, maintaining a high vibration is an act of personal power, a path that transforms your life and the lives of those around you. As we've seen, vibration is contagious. When you choose to live at a higher frequency, your presence will naturally inspire others who are ready to awaken. But many people get stuck here, expecting a magical solution or self-sustaining emotions. A high vibration isn't a quick fix. It's the result of a daily, deep commitment to yourself. It requires you to be conscious of your thoughts, understand your emotions as messengers, and treat your body as a temple, not a prison. Above all, choose the present moment as your place of power, because it's only in the present that you can make aligned decisions. Protect your energy, clear your space, elevate your habits, and allow higher consciousness to flow through you. This isn't just theory, it's a living practice. Sitting in stillness when the world is noisy, saying no to what no longer serves you, even when it's uncomfortable, and continuing to choose light even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. That's the unshakable vibration. That's the energy that doesn't depend on external circumstances. That's the inner strength that makes you the master of your own life. And when you truly sustain that energy, something incredible happens. Your reality begins to reflect your inner state. Your environment shifts, your relationships improve, and opportunities start to align, not because you're trying to attract them, but because you're already vibrating from a place that matches them. To put it simply, the world doesn't need more information. It needs more people vibrating from their soul. People like you who are ready to remember and use their power with love, truth, and awareness. If this message resonates with you, don't let it pass by. Practice it, embody it, make it a part of your life. If you want to go deeper into energy, spirituality, and personal transformation, subscribe to the channel. And if this video touched you, like it and share it with others who are ready to remember their true vibration. Because when you change your frequency, the whole universe starts dancing to your rhythm.